What if there was no money? It is hard to imagine a world without money, for the obvious reason that we have become so dependent on money. That life without money seems to be more complicated than having it. I've skimmed through history on the internet and checked how man came up with the idea of money. I've encountered many plausible theories. There's this idea that in 9000 BC, livestock and plant products were used as some sort of payment. That actually makes sense. If there's anything that one would give in exchange for something he needs, it has to be something as valuable as food. In the year 1260, Marco Polo wrote into account how the Chinese, under the regime of Kublai Khan, managed to turn sheets of paper, carefully made from the bark of mulberry tree, and authenticated by an official seal imprinted on them, to serve as an instrument of trade. So how did the ruler manage to make his constituents use this money? Simply, he sentenced to death anyone who refused to use it and accept it as payment. It is not surprising to learn that money has a very long and rich history given the intricate financial system that we have today. So back to the question, what would a world without money be like? Would it be a better place? For this one, I've decided not to overthink, as this would encompass a great deal of factors about humanity. Let's say people got stuck with using food items as a means of exchange. I give you a cow which I raise in my backyard, and you give me a sack of rice, which you grow in your own backyard. That means each of us needs to have a very large backyard so we can continuously, quote unquote, pay for things we need from each other. Then in a global scale, imagine the tremendous amount of space each person needs to have in order to produce or store food, which he could consume and, quote unquote, pay for other things he needs to sustain day-to-day life. That means we all would compete for space, and probably the people we call rich would be those who manage to own immense space. I don't know with you, but a world without money to me seems to be chaotic and bulky. This somehow makes me grateful that our ancestors thought of this very ingenious way to make life convenient and simple. Indeed, money is one of humanity's greatest triumphs, a reason to live a life abundant of it.